Well, hello guys and welcome back to Weybourne Junction. So I think the first thing I really need to say is a massive apology to all my subscribers and people who view my channel for such a, let's just say, extremely late upload. It has been 7 months now since I uploaded my last video, which was, I think, just an update and running session thing. Now the thing is, I did have, let's say, 2 videos planned. Last Christmas I had a video, it was all edited, everything, but my computer and my internet decided that they didn't want to become friends with me for that exact time on Christmas Eve, and basically didn't want to upload the video, and that was a Christmas special running session video, which I of course done. That really annoyed me, and that also ruined the next video which was coming, which was on a new loco. Well, 2 locos and all the coaches for it. If you haven't realised what that is yet, I will show you in this video. Also, what you're looking at right now is of course a Class 56 in rail freight livery. Now my, let's say, older viewers, or more my what's the word for it, let's say my longer subscribers would have noticed that this is a new locomotive to the fleet. I've actually got quite a few new locos to the fleet, and when I say quite a few, I do mean quite a few, and a lot of rolling stock to go with it as well. So basically this video will be quite lengthy in the way that it's, well, a lot of stuff has changed since you last watched one of my videos. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to Weybourne Junction, and basically the story is, my favourite station of all time is Weybourne in Norfolk on the North Norfolk Railway, and this layout is sort of to replicate it with a few modifications to make it more runnable. So basically there's quite a lot of changes to the actual layout as well, which, as I say, longer subscribers will notice quite quickly. Now the modifications I've done have been done to help some things run a lot better, and to help other locos which I hopefully will or might get in the future to run. A story, something that did happen was, I got a Bachmann WD Austerity 280, great locomotive, it ran really well. The previous owner had put real coal and all that in it, and the problem was with the original Weybourne, the corners, all it would do would jump. It would just jump off, and that meant I couldn't run it, sadly. So I had to take that back, and I got my money back, which was very disappointing, because I'd got that and my 31, which let's just say seen a few better days and still in bits after however many years now I've had it, but that just needs a good repair. They were 2 locos I was hoping to add to my fleet of locos from Weybourne. Of course, I eventually realised that the WD that they have is a 210, not a 280, but yeah, we'll leave that. So, as I say, people who have watched my YouTube channel for longer will already notice that this new piece of layout which has appeared. Now basically, as you can probably see from the line here, where it connects to the original board, basically in here I used to have a really short extra bit to make the corner to curve round. Now the problem was with this, it was really tight, and my 423 Network South East unit completely hated it. Was just a pain and never wanted to go around it. It kept jumping itself off on its front bogies, so that meant I couldn't run it. So using that as an example, I went to the other garage, I fetched a massive piece of board, and of course I've cut it to make this really nice gradual curve into the then original layout. And also I have not just done this bit, which has made considerable amount of room on each side. I've also put, I'm not sure how wide it was, but a few inches wide as well, which made this corner just come out a little bit more to curve in with the rest of the curve, meaning that locos and units and all that now run really well, and also they look really nice going around a sweeping curve. I think I mentioned this in my last video, but there is now a what do you call it? I guess I'll just say that's basically for shunters to then occupy the freight yard, and also because of this newer piece of board, I've been able to bring out the freight reception, because there was a problem with it where there was a massive kink in the track from where it connected, but that's been fixed. It's a lot more windy now, but it works, and it works really well. As you can see here, Kimberley Road TMD is still not built. It will be built eventually. Just at the moment, my priorities of getting basically the main part of the layout done. You probably can't see from here, but right in the back, you would have known that these two main lines over here, which curved round to around here, both got ballasted about a year ago, I think now. It weren't a bad job. I'm not going to say it was amazing. I'm not the best ballaster in the world, but it was my own fault what happened. But the inner track with both bits of flexi track from Pico, when I ballasted it all, I didn't bang in all the pins full or right down, and when it had all dried and everything, it was rock hard. I couldn't move it or anything, and what I had to do was hit them in, and the problem was I hit the track as well, putting two, let's say, considerable dents in the rails. And I didn't realise this for, let's just say, a long time. And I started to run trains a lot more often, just to get them running and stuff. Now, a lot of my locos started to die over them two exact points. Two locos which really liked to do it was the Thomas Hardy and my K3. They really didn't like it, and basically I had to rip all the ballast up and replace the pieces of flexi. Bit irritating, but I guess it happens. But that's sort of the massive changes to the layout. Apart from that, I've got now one platform fully complete at the back. It curves all the way round, further than the power car over there. As you can probably see, it's right over there. Now the inner one, which will go on the inside, is in construction. As I've said before, this layout was built to the extremes of how tight it was. So right at the end, the platform, let's just say, goes down to nothing, and I'm figuring out how to do a ramp at the moment. My biggest problem at the moment is a station building. Now, no one's made a station building for Weybourne yet, sadly. Not Bachmann or Hornby. It's a bit odd that Bachmann's done, well, Weybourne Bridge. They also done a set for the water tank and what do you call it? A water tower, I think. That isn't it. That was the Hornby one. But they've done that, but they haven't done the building, which is really irritating because I haven't found a Metcalf kit or anything that's nearly similar. I did find one, but the problem was it was stone, not red brick like at Weybourne. But also the, I think, more bigger challenge is of course the sheds at Weybourne. Now I have a plan for it. My plan is to concrete the sheds, give it a concrete base. I need to put pits in as well, inspection pits, and my plan is to scratch build the building, hopefully, as best as I can. And from on the roofs they'll be detachable, so you can look in and it will have all the detail, hopefully. But that's well, in progress, and if any of you could help me with that or give me any tips, that would be really appreciated. The turntable still needs to be motorised and painted and all that, and what I need to do with that. But apart from that, that's the layout at the moment. Not much has changed really with that. Another thing actually, which I nearly forgot to mention, of course this turntable takes up a lot of the car park and sort of the lower part of Weybourne. And the thing is, with this new part, this new curve, it's given me a massive opening, especially for this one siding. Now I did think, what if I had a goods shed right here, and then I could create the road and then crosses over. Now I weren't sure really what to do with that, but if you would like to, please comment down below. It would be really appreciated, because I'm sort of in the middle of what to do at the moment. Any eagle-eyed viewers would have noticed that there is, well, 3 37s there now, and if you're a long subscriber, you will know that I've only ever had 2, 37419 and 37405. 405 being in DRS livery and 419 in EWS. Now this 37 right at the back, which is my new one for my birthday, I guess it does mean quite a lot to me, and if you can tell, it's clearly Bachmann, but also it's the Stratford based 37, having the full yellow ends except for this bit, the black, I guess you could call it a bonnet, and of course the logo for Stratford, the little, I don't know what you call it, Sparrowhawk. But of course that's 37116. Now these are 2 locos that I got for my birthday. You've got 37116 and 561108, which I'm really happy with, because this adds to my 1980s-ish era of locos I've got. Of course I do have Indomitable, my 08021, I think. Now Worley last year I actually went to, it was the first time I went to Worley, and in my opinion my dad and me weren't particularly impressed with it. There was a lot of N-gauge layouts but not many 00, which disappointed me more than my dad, because I'm more 00 and he just likes trains. But there, what I bought actually, I bought it off Rouse of Sheffield, so big shout out to them. It was pre-owned and it was another class 50. Now I already had this 50, which of course is superb. Now this is quite a meaningful loco to me, because Superb was the actual 50 that got me into the class 50. I'd never heard about it, but I saw it on YouTube, Superb itself, back in the 80s at Waterloo, and ever since then I adored Superb. Then I found out Hornby actually had produced it and I had to get one. Now I had one, but I bought that second hand off eBay, and it seen better days. It just all went downhill. So at the moment that's sort of a spares and repairs. And actually something else with Indomitable, she now has TTS sound with an upgraded speaker, which I think is a mega bass. Now I got that off another 50 which I got off eBay, which was spares and repairs, but because it had the TTS I had to get it. Now I didn't know it had the upgraded speaker, so I was very surprised when I got it. So I have 2 spares and repairs of 50s now. The newer 50, which was the 50th anniversary one, I think. Was it the 50th? And I have a Superb. And of course I have a newer, a lot better Superb now from Rouse Sheffield. It was all tested and I'm really pleased. The only thing was it had one glass window missing from the sort of engine room. I just took that off the other Superb body and it's fixed. I did get another 2 things relating to my birthday, train related. They're out in the other part of the garage, so I'll get them in a minute. But let's just say what they've done is made my A4 collection now go up to 7 locomotives, making me very happy. Now, let's just say I got these really cheaply and they're in magnificent condition. But I shall tell you that story just in a minute, so just hold on folks and I will be back. Hello guys, and I'm back. So these are the things that I got for my birthday. Now, this won't look train related, it is an Adidas box, I know, but inside there is train related stuff. Now in here I've got some Mod Reac, however you pronounce that, and as you will see these are lever frame kits and all the bits to make all my points levers, so it will be a proper signal box. Now I've been waiting for these for a long time because they actually came all the way from Australia, and of course with this coronavirus thingamajig going on at the moment, that didn't really help them getting here, but they are here now. I actually did find out that I need more point levers, so I'll have to send off a paycheck and get some more. But with the ones I've got at the moment, that will mean I can make all my points on the main lines workable just from here. Meaning running my trains is a lot easier instead of using the golf stick I have at the moment to reach across and do it. Now onto the exciting bit. Now these 2 sets, as I've told you, they both include A4s. Now A4s are a particular favourite locomotive of mine. Some people don't, some people do, but in my opinion they are one of the most magnificent steam locomotives ever to be built. Now as you can see over there I have 2, Wild Swan and Kingfisher. I have a Mallard, that's a Bachmann one. She's a very nice model, but I do prefer Hornbys. Now here they are. Now as you will notice, this is the Northumbrian and it's got the coach pack, and this is the Heart of Midlothian. I think that's how you pronounce it. So as you can see, these have the Gresley teaks in blood and custard, and as most of my viewers will know, I already have a rake of them, 7 of them, with a buffet car. Now 6 of them are actually at the Flying Scotsman massive box set, and that was my dad's originally, but now I guess you can say mine. And them coaches, I will admit, are probably my favourite coaches out of all the ones that I own. They've done so well. Bits of detailing have fallen off in the years, but they've all ran perfectly for however many miles they've done over this layout and my older layout, and they've never failed me. Now I got all of this off one person, and let's just say I all got it for a bargain. Now these 2 things are brand new, and all they'd done was sat on a shelf in a display cabinet. Now I didn't know, but the detailing had been fitted. There was crew members and the headboard had been fitted to the front. Now normally I don't do this to my locos, just for the reason of when if I do that to a loco, in my head I have to run it with them coaches and that's it. Other people, that's different, but to me that's how it would work. So I'm actually quite glad this has happened, because it will make me see if I quite like it. So as you can see here, here's the A4. It's the early emblem, Andrew K. McCosh. I think that's how you pronounce it. So it was the third A4 built, and she's perfect. She has the streamlined tender, which I'm really happy with, because none of my A4s have that. Also, the great thing about this is its early emblem, which fits in with my early emblem fleet. As you can see, 4 locos there are all early emblem, and a lot of my other locos are. Now in here, which I will get out in a minute, is the other A4, and if you've seen Intercity 82's video, he done a video on it. It's got an A4 in it, number 60025. I think it's 5 or 3. I think it's 5, which is actually cool because it means that it was the second locomotive after Kingfisher. Called Falcon. She's a very nice model. The only problem with it is she's missing this specific long rod. I'm not sure what it is. I haven't looked that up yet. She's missing it, but I've already found a body on eBay, which I'm going to hopefully purchase, and I will replace the bit. But apart from that, she's really nice. The coaches are perfect. Only problem I would say is, well, they're Mark 1s, and I love my Mark 1s. I've got a fleet of 6 of them in the box under the layout, and they're maroons. But these are blood and custards, so there's a big theme here. I think the biggest thing is the headboards were printed onto the coaches, which is a bit irritating since all of these they're actually stuck on. They're a physical object, but also they're railroad Mark 1s, so, but they're older ones, not these newer ones, which I haven't had a chance to actually look at yet, but they look a lot better, and also they have NEM couplings. These are good coaches, especially since they have the big couplings, which helps with certain locomotives, and you know, but I like them. They run with my other Mark 1s really well, and I can't diss them really. So that's that. Now I will do a video on unboxing all this, and unboxing the other 2 locos, the 37 and the 56. But I shall get the next loco, which I've had for, let's just say, a long time now, longer than all these. Well, at least the power cars I have. The coaches I've had for since Christmas, and this is, oh, it is just amazing. So I will just get all the boxes out. It's actually on the layout. As you can see, there is a massive black line behind the teaks and the network southeasts, and as you can probably see here, and if you haven't noticed, it's an HST. You can't beat the HST in any way. Sadly, as you know, they're out of service now with LNER, so it's sad times. I actually went to see the farewell tour at King's Cross. I have videos of it, and I will post them in a video, maybe this video, but this video I think is going to travel on for a long time. So at the moment, I think what I'll do is a 2-part video. I'll do the update and all this in one video, and then a massive running session of all this as well. You won't be able to see all this running together because, as you know, my layout is digital at the moment. You've got to select. I need to upgrade that. And only a very few of my locos are actually fitted. My fleet is very, what's the word? Bland? No. There's not many that are fitted, sadly. So I have to switch it from analog to digital to run certain locomotives. So it will vary from running to running. But if you just give me a sec, and I'll get all the boxes of the HST, and I'll sort of just talk through that for a minute and then we'll wrap up the video basically. So see you in a minute. So here's the HST. Now there's quite a long story to this. The two power cars, when Hornby announced that they were going to make it and paint it up, I knew I had to get this specific one. Now this specific one was the Legends of the Great Western, or Old Oak Common as it is named, having some of the greatest legends of the Great Western on them. On one side of the power car and the other one's just normal standard. Now when they announced that they were bringing this out, I knew I had to get it. It had to be the first HST that I got, since Old Oak Common had sadly been demolished, and my love for the Great Western, let's just say, is quite big. And the HST, of course, I've never had one, sadly, but I had to. So basically last year I went on holiday to Norfolk, yeah, and at Aylsham, the Bure Valley Railway, I normally get a loco from there every year, or when I go there. A lot of the locos here have come from there. The B1, the 08, 37, I could go on. But basically I plan to buy this at the Bure Valley on the holiday, and then the coaches I would get for Christmas, and as you can clearly see it all worked out. And actually when we got on holiday, and actually before we'd even left, they only had one in stock, which concerned me. I got very worried. I was like, uh-oh, this could end badly. Luckily we got there just in time, and as you can see, I purchased the last one for £260, which had been reduced from £289 or £290, which is, I can't say a bargain, it's still expensive, but also I had to get the coaches. As you can see here, I have many. I have 8 coaches exactly. All of these I got from Olivia's Trains, because it seemed to be the only place where I could actually buy all the coaches I needed in one go. Of course then Hornby decided for 2020 they would release some more new slam doors and the slide doors. I didn't want the sliding doors, I had to have the slam doors because slam doors are better. So I didn't realise they were going to do it, so I got them all from Olivia's Trains, and I got 8 for the reason of it's an even number, don't ask why. But then I looked up that I only actually need 7 coaches to make the set for the GWR. Now the problem is, after I got them and after looking up how the rake goes, I actually realised I'd made a mistake. And the problem was, I'd actually got 2 guard, what are they? Try and figure out. No, that's not buffet. I think this is it. A TGS coach, so a trailer guards second or standard. Now, I have 2 of them now, which, as I say, I realised was a problem and a mistake, because I have one that runs with the set and one that sits in a box not being used, because after realising this, I realised I needed another first class and one less standard coach. So it's a bit messed up, sadly. So I don't have the actual set HST that I needed or wanted. It could turn out to be good, because I do have a plan to get another GWR HST in the future, so I have 2 and I can run them both together. And when hopefully, let's all pray, the extension is built on the layout, through the wall there'll be a tunnel into some massive 6-road coach sidings, which will hold the whole length of an HST and a Pendolino. So that would hold both of them and all my magnificent coaches in a whole rake, so I didn't have to detach them all the time. And let's say I've had so many ideas for a massive station now, it's actually getting pathetic how many. I have planned one big one which I don't actually think is possible to build in the room, but I guess you'll have to see that when this layout's finished. But yeah, the HST, it's magnificent. I'm so happy with it. The only problem is with it, I regret not buying the TTS sound units to go with it when I purchased it from the Bure Valley. I actually got offered there, the guy selling it actually said, would you like to buy the sound for it, and somehow I didn't because of confusion. But yeah, apart from that, it's an outstanding model. I think has to be one of my favourite things Hornby's ever produced, and I don't think they'll ever get old. The gloss finish on them is magnificent. The only downside I will say about the power cars is on the power car here with the special livery, on here, as you can see, it's all slick, it's in the paintwork and looks really nice. Now on the model, which is over there, and I would have to pull it out, and I'll talk about this in the review that I'll do on all this. I'll do it as one. Is that because they've stuck it on as a sticker, you can actually see where the whole sticker's outlined, and I don't want to complain because it's such a magnificent and amazing model, but that's the only thing I would complain about, is that, because it just makes it a bit, it doesn't look like it should be there, which, I don't know, it's hard to diss the HST because you just can't beat them, and Hornby's models have always outstanded me, and I finally now actually own one myself. So basically, as I say, this video will be a whole update and looking at my new models. I've got so much reviewing to do, and I won't do all my fleet. I'll probably do one or two videos on my actual fleet, and I'll talk through most of my locos, because it's getting to the point that I've got so many locos and most of them haven't got boxes anymore because I threw them away when I was quite young. But as I say, if I just do like a massive meet to fleet series of videos, that will do I think quite well. I'll do 2 segments, steam, diesel / electric. I probably won't go through all the coaches and rolling stock, but leave in the comments if you'd like me to do that. But yeah, I will do another video after this doing a running session of all this and other locos, especially the Indomitable, because the sound is magnificent. That's only because even though it's only TTS sound, it's outstanding. Even my dad got gobsmacked. He was amazed by the Flying Scotsman, but he's more amazed by that Indomitable. I think the Mega Bass speaker makes it so much more enhanced and makes it so more outstanding. But as I say, this will be an update and looking at the new locos, and I'll do a running session. And just so I want to say, in these hard times with the coronavirus and everything, when this has been filmed, we're all in isolation at the moment. I can't leave the house unless it's an hour of exercise, sadly. But I just want to say, everyone stay at home, stay safe, and prevent the spread of this virus, because no one wants it. No one really wants to die. It's just sad that it's hit just now when the weather's started to become nice. So this garage will definitely get quite hot in here. But as I say, please stay safe and please prevent the spread of this devastating virus. But apart from that really sad news, I hope everyone's really good, and I am really sorry for such a considerable late video. But I've been so busy with schoolwork and just school in general and normal life that not much has changed. But as I say, since we're in isolation now, I can't say it's a good thing, but hopefully making videos will be easier since I've not got much to do. And as I say, it will be really hot in here, so doing stuff on the layout might be a struggle because it's really hot in the back room here. But as I say, stay safe, and I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I shall be uploading a running session video after this. And also, if you want to go and check out some running videos of some of the stuff here, there's the 37, 56, the HST I need to put on there. And if you really like tractors, please go check my Instagram out, Wayborn_Junction. Yeah, it's just, most of it's tractors, but I do put up the odd train video or train pictures. You don't have to, but if you'd like to, go and follow me on Instagram. And of course, please subscribe to my channel. 110 at the moment subscribers. We're slowly climbing. It hasn't helped that I haven't uploaded in so long. But well, let's get to 200. Let's try. Don't try, you don't get, I guess. But yeah, I hope everyone's well, and I'll see you in the next one. So this is bye from Wayborn Junction. Bye.